Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing, buddy? Appreciate that follow. Hope you're having a fabulous cheeky Tuesday. Welcome to the stream. And hope things are well with you. Oh, these are okay. I'm going to give them a turn anyway, as they're already out. I didn't think they really needed one. I thought they were going to burn, but they're okay. I think the oil's pretty much up to heat now, so they're going to start cooking properly. It's always good to give them a turn because... Jeez. We got one! We got one! Can we get F in chat for the fly? Can we get F in chat for that fly? Poor little bugger. Scared the hell out of me. Oh, dearie me. Do you guys hear that? That's crazy. Damn, that scared the hell out of me. Perry, thank you so much for the rip. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, that scares the hell out of me. When it doesn't happen for a while and I'm like, forget about it, makes me jump. Damn flies. I'm kind of glad they're landing in the zapper now. It takes them a while to realize it's there, and then they're a little bit dumb when they come in. They're like flying around.
Flop's not a strong enough word for what
what's
just
going on now?
here.
Sharticus with the cheeky stream. I didn't know you streamed. Does he stream? Or did I know and I've forgotten about this? I feel like I've forgotten you streamed. Sharticus, thank you so much. Oh, he does stream, doesn't he? Thank you for the beautiful raid, buddy. How you doing? Dennis, welcome. Sharticus, how's it going? It's lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. You forgot, fool. I did forget. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. Can we get a shout? Oh, I was going to say. Can we get a shout out? Yeah, sure, chef. I'll do one for you now. Shout out for Sharticus. Sharticus. Am I actually following you as well? Let me sort that out. I can't type today. It's very terrible. Sorry. ARTACUS. That's what I thought I typed, but it wasn't. There it is. I am following you? Are you sure? I want to make sure. I'm going to make sure I am. Yep, I am. Okay, beautiful. I didn't think I was, but I am. Good. But it's lovely to see. What were you playing anyway? Minion Masters. What game's that? What game's that? I don't think I've ever played that. Did you have fun with it? That's the main question. Last time I checked, unless you've unfollowed me. Oh, I don't unfollow anyone. Never unfollow anyone. Damn cheeky chef. Oh, no, I am. Sounds like the start of a joke. A chef and a nurse meet on Twitch. What? What are you on about? Right, okay. So, back in the oven. Those roast potatoes are going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to get a bit of drink as well. Thank you so much for that raid. And it's a fun game, yeah. I'm a nurse. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with you now, Sharticus. I'm with you now. Right. Bit of ice. Bit of ice. It's a little bit hot today. Oof, I need some more water. Oh! Plop! It's okay, nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. Mr. Fly, go away. Go get zapped. The zapper's waiting for you. You already had your brother. She didn't drop the soap. What? Cheeky ice. Some little cheeky ice keep me a little bit chilled. So a little bit of water as well. How's my cherries looking? Cherries are looking great. Same with the apples. So I'm just going to top this up. Beautiful. Now the only thing is, I want to get the crumble made, but I've got no kind of tray to put it in. So, so I gotta wait for the potatoes to be done. Otherwise, I can't do it. Or did I drop a little bit more ice? Oh, I did. Flop. So, I'm just kind of waiting at the moment. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? Oh, that's better. That's good. So, pretty much have everything near enough ready. I guess I could make the custard. And what I could do is set it aside and heat it up later on. So, the only problem is I got no sugar for the custard, so I might oh no, I got ice and sugar. I could use that. That should work fine. But I want to make that fresh later. I tell you what we can do. We can make a start on the gravy. We can make a start on this beautiful gravy. So I feel like that's what we need to do next. I'm probably going to take pictures of the chicken. I'm not going to cook the veggies because we're going to be doing this later on tonight. So, very tasty. Right. Let's pull out the unnecessary things that we don't need in there. So, have I got a little bowl or something, or a bin? I think I've got a little waste bowl in here. Too drunk? I need a drink. I think that's when, if you're too drunk, you need to stop drinking. I think that's what's usually advised. Right, let's take this out. So just go on all these little bits here, all the onions and stuff. Usually just take it out of the gravy. Don't want it mixed in there. All that flavour is already on the pan. Just try not pull up too much of that sediment. Just leave majority of it there. So, I mean, you can deglaze this as well with, like, white wine if you want to. I might deglaze it with a little bit of white wine, actually. I'm going to go crazy. Just a little splash. Just get a little bit of flavour in there. But we're actually going to make a roux and then maybe add a touch of wine. So, we'll see how it goes. So, I feel like we're going to need a lot more fat in there. So, I'm going to put a little bit more oil. Some oil and a little bit of flour for the roux. And then we're going to start topping this up. I've actually got some chicken stock in the freezer, I think, somewhere. Which I probably want to actually use. That veggie stock. Oh, I tell you what I can use, actually. That's a little bit of veggie stock. I got chicken, and I've got some veggie stock. So I'm going to use a little bit of both. It's from leftover from the other day. So we can use that. Fantastic. So that veggie stock was just basically cooked down with some like broccoli and stuff. So that's full of flavor. I know it's frozen, but you can actually still use it, which is great. So we're going to use a little bit more oil in here. Because we're going to need to make a large roux. Because I'm going to need to make a lot of gravy, guys. And I mean like a considerable amount of gravy. So a fair bit of oil in there. So what we're going to do, let's have a look at these cherries as well before we start sticking this on and we can start cooking this down. Let's take this off. Have a little taste. See where we're at with this. It smells great. Yeah, I feel that's about there. I'm going to drain off any excess that we don't need. I'll put a little bit of syrup in there. That's fine. Are we looking for sweetness? You know what? Perfect. You still got a little bit of tartness in there, right? But you haven't got too much where it's going too crazy. So, that's actually pretty good. So, what I'm going to do, start cooking this gravy down. We can start putting this oil on to kind of heat up. So, put this on the stove here. So, I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to switch the cameras so you guys can see what's going on. So, we're heating this up. Look at all that beautiful flavor in that pan, guys. A lot of people usually throw that away. That will make some very delicious gravy. And also, if you want to defrost this very quickly, all you need to do is run this under a cold tap and it will kind of liquefy, which I probably will actually do. So, let me just empty this sink very quickly. So I just want to liquefy it a little bit before we start making this roux. Because we don't want to add too much liquid. If we add too much liquid, what will happen is it will pretty much go lumpy. So you don't want to do that. You want to add liquid little by little. So just going to quickly defrost this. So it actually won't take long to defrost because all it is pretty much cauliflower or broccoli liquid, which is nice stock. Lally, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing today? How is your wonderful day going? Let's turn that oven back up to 350 so we can get that going. Right, so that's bubbling away nicely. Let me just double check these stocks. Get these running under the water so they can defrost a little bit quicker. I totally forgot I had them, so if I knew about it, I would have taken them out a little bit sooner, but that's okay. It's not really an issue. It's not a problem. It's already starting to defrost very, very quickly, so which is great. Who's causing trouble? Sharticus, thank you so much for the Prime as well, buddy. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a lovely day. You get some love and hype in chat, guys. So far, so good. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying your day. And Sharticus, thank you so much. We get some love and hype in chat. Thank you, Perry. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's lovely to have you here. Right. Sharticus, what lovely colour would you like to go onto the board? Or the subboard, shall we say? Would you like a cheeky blue, or would you like something else? Let me know and we can stick you on there. Right, this is on a low. I know it's bubbling away nicely. But we're just waiting for a few seconds for this to kind of defrost. Oh, it's liquefying very, very quickly. Here we go. Here we go. That's what we're talking about, amigos. Red? Oh, you want a cheeky red? Of course you can. You can have a red. No problem. No problemo. So, a little red. So, let's have a look. I was going to write eagles then. Eagles. Don't confuse me. And thank you so much for that Prime, Sharticus. And I hope you had a lovely stream today. Beautiful. There we go. Also, Archayak Oath. I hope I got that one right. Archayak Oath. Thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate it. And hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Welcome, my friend. Hello. It's my first time in your stream. It's lovely to have you here. Today we're making ourselves a roast chicken dinner. Homemade gravy, which is bubbling away very nicely. The oil and the fat and all that beautiful juices. We've got broccoli, asparagus, carrots. I'm going to make the gravy. Roast potatoes are in the oven. Chicken's out resting. And then we've got ourselves a apple and cherry crumble with homemade custard as well. So that's what we got for today. It's pronounced archaic. Archaic? Archaic. Oh, archaic. Got it. Archaic Oath. Thank you so much for helping me out with that one. It was a good stream. Probably play WoW with my wife later, but for now, just relaxing. No, I totally understand. I totally understand. And are you playing on EU or EUS, Sharticus? What? I think you told me this before, right? You play on US. Right, so I'm just defrosting this stock very, very quickly, guys. I'm just waiting. Waiting. Right, I need to get the flour in there. By the time that's defrosted, we should be good, and we can start making this beautiful gravy. So I need the flour again, all-purpose, or plain flour for you British people. NA. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've started on NA myself, and yeah, been enjoying it. Right, let's turn this down before this like bubbles away very, very quickly. So a lot of flour because we need a lot of gravy. Right, let's get this all mixed up very nicely. So, getting this into a nice little roux, as you can see. Shall I change cameras? It might actually help. There we go. Sorry, guys. I was being a bit shellfish, Kappa. Needs a little bit more flour in here, guys. Just a little bit more. I'm going to go too crazy with it, but you want it kind of at that roux stage, like sandy texture. That's what you're kind of like looking for. So, not too dry, but not too wet. So this is it, perfect. So you want to get all that like kind of liquid or the oil or the fat absorbed. So you're left with that kind of like rough roux, kind of sandy texture. That's perfect for the gravy. So absolutely fabulous. And then we just want to kind of let this kind of cook out a little bit, just for a minute or two, before we go too crazy with it. I will add probably some Marmite to this, because definitely, not might, I will add some Marmite. There's no might in Marmite. Actually, there is, but still. Love your camera setup. I'm so glad you're enjoying the camera setup, my friend. I appreciate that support as well. Thank you so much again. And I hope you had a lovely stream. Hero's favorite, right? One for me. one for the gravy. Actually, 2 for the gravy. I need a little bit more because we're making large amounts here. So I would say 2 teaspoons. Two helpful sized teaspoons, which is more than like 2 dessert spoons. Don't be shy. That's all I can say. That is so delightful. Right, let's get the rest of that off. That needs to go in here. I've been doing nothing, I promise. Right, how's this stock looking? It's almost defrosted, which is great. It's almost there. So this stock is just basically broccoli water. It's nothing too fancy, guys. So we're just going to very gently cook down the roux. Not turn it into a biscuit or anything. It's on a very, very low heat, so it's very slowly cooking down, which is good because I need time to defrost that stock so we can start pouring little by little in there. So, there we go. Are you from Australia? Nope. British chap. But I'm from the UK, but living in the US now. Living in the US. It's the fly. I'm going to swat you. Hold on. I need to do a fly swat again, guys. Apologies. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? As soon as I get it out. As soon as I get it out, he disappears. Is he over there? Nope. I don't know where he's gone. I'll have him in a minute. There he is. Little pesky bugger. I'll get him in a minute. Right. Alright, I'm super hungry now. I'm gonna go make lunch. No worries, my friend. Enjoy the grubs. Enjoy the foods. Right. So this is bubbling away nicely. I'm gonna need to start adding the stock. So before I do anything else, before I slap this all everywhere, keep an eye on it. So it's cooking down nicely. I'm gonna add a little touch of wine for a bit of richness. Got some white wine. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I got some left over. I usually use this for cooking because it's a little corked now, so yeah, it's okay though. Boop, 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 boop. Right, let's turn this up a little bit. Oh! Careful you don't make too much mess. This whisk is a little bit... I keep catching them on the sides and it's flicking everywhere, so just be very careful. These have got little side knobs on there, which I keep catching them in. That's why it keeps flicking. So just be very careful with that, guys. Right, so let me just have a little wipe up around here where I flicked over across here, which we didn't want to do, but I did anyway. Come on, Mr. Stock. Oh, it's almost there. It's not far off from being totally defrosted. There's quite a lot of liquid in there now, so I might actually drain a little bit off. Straight into the mix. Carry on defrosting that. There's a bit of hard stuff at the bottom there. Let's make sure we pick all that up. What keeps flicking my whisk? So I'm just going to turn this up a little bit so we can get some heat on there so we can start cooking that roux out, because it's very important. You make sure you cook that roux before we start adding anything else. Otherwise you end up with a quite floury kind of gravy, which we don't want. just going to check on those roasties very shortly as well, so we can turn them over. Not too long. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. That's what you get. That's what you get for flying around Chef's head. Can we get a rip in chat for the poor fly? He had no chance. He had no chance, bless him. Thank you, Perry. That was a good crack, that one was. Jeez, he got zapped. Kudos, my amigo. Bello de salsicha. Unfortunately, I only speak English. Geo. I only speak English, my friend. So I don't speak any other languages. I apologize. What language is that? I don't recognize. I'm not very good at languages. Hi, Chef and chat. 4 out of 10, just because I only speak English. That's a little bit diverse there, good sir. Right. So, not my fault I can't speak your language. I'm sorry, buddy. Apologies, but I don't mean to offend you. Right, so. Let's give this a little mixeroo. But yeah, if you want to speak to me in English. It is English only channel. So, just FYI. English only, buddy. Boom. Hey, I knew there was something for that emote, right? Google translates a beautiful sausage cake. Well, we haven't got cake. We do have like sausage in the chicken, but there's no sausage. I don't know, unless he was being rude. I got no idea. Who knows? But thank you, Binary. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sounds more of a troll to me, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Setio, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. How you doing today, Amigo? Hope things are well. Right, this is defrosting very nicely. Little by little. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Doesn't do perfectly. I was just curious. Yeah, I know. I was kind of curious. Like, what language was it, Kira? Binary, sorry. My bad. You guys have got purples. Don't confuse me with purple. Everyone's purple. This is going to be a good gravy, guys. It's going to be a good gravy. It's going to be a lot of gravy, which is good, because we're going to need a lot of gravy for tonight. That is for sure. That is definitely for sure. Oh, it's Portuguese. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't recognize it. I only know 2 languages. English and bad English. That's as far as I can go with it. If I knew any other languages, I wish I could speak them, but unfortunately I don't. So I apologize. I feel like people get very frustrated when they don't know their language. And they also come off quite rude sometimes. But I do feel bad, because unfortunately I don't learn all languages. But the main one I do know is English. How's my gravy looking? It's okay. Just giving these a little turn.